The story of the Roman Empire begins in the waning days of the Republic, a powerful political system that faltered under the strain of its own triumphs. By 133 BCE, Rome had grown from a city-state to a sprawling power controlling lands from Spain to Greece. While the elite basked in luxury, the common farmers, displaced by vast slave-run estates, crowded into Rome's teeming streets. The people grew restless. Amid this turmoil, a new kind of leader emerged, the general who commanded the loyalty of his troops more than the Republic. In 49 BCE, Caesar crossed the Rubicon River with his legions, defying the Senate and sparking a civil war. He triumphed, declared himself dictator for life, and began sweeping reforms. But his ambition alarmed the Senate, and on the Ides of March, Caesar fell to the daggers of conspirators. The Republic staggered on, but its death knell was already sounding. Caesar's heir, Octavian, formed an uneasy alliance with Mark Antony and Lepidus in the Second Triumvirate. Together they crushed Caesar's murderers, but soon turned on one another. Octavian's forces defeated Antony and Cleopatra at the Battle of Actium, and by 27 BCE, Octavian, now Augustus, stood unchallenged. The Republic was gone. In its place rose an empire. Under Augustus, Rome entered a golden age. He consolidated power, ending decades of civil war that had torn the Republic apart. Augustus presented himself not as a king, an unpopular title in Rome, but as the princeps, or first citizen, maintaining the illusion of republican governance while holding supreme authority. Augustus implemented sweeping reforms to stabilize the empire. He reorganized the army, ensuring its loyalty by offering land and pensions to veterans. To secure Rome's borders, he stationed legions strategically and pursued diplomatic alliances with neighboring powers. Domestically, Augustus revitalized the city of Rome, commissioning monumental projects like the Arapazis and restoring temples. His reign ushered in the Pax Romana, or Roman peace, a 200-year period of stability and prosperity. After Augustus, emperors like Tiberius, Claudius, and Trajan expanded and solidified the empire. Claudius annexed Britain in 43 CE, bringing new territories under Roman control, while Trajan's military campaigns pushed the empire to its greatest extent, reaching the fringes of Mesopotamia and the Danube River. These expansions brought immense wealth and resources into the empire, fueling trade and enriching Roman cities. Hadrian, however, marked a shift in policy. He focused on consolidating the empire's borders rather than pursuing further conquests. His construction of Hadrian's Wall in Britain symbolized this defensive approach. Infrastructure flourished during this time. Roads, aqueducts, and ports connected the vast empire, facilitating commerce and cultural exchange across Europe, Africa, and Asia. The Roman Empire was not only a political and military powerhouse, but also a beacon of culture and innovation. Literature thrived under authors like Virgil, whose epic Aeneid glorified Rome's origins and ideals, and historians like Tacitus and Livy chronicled the empire's triumphs and challenges. Architecture reached new heights with structures like the Colosseum, which showcased Rome's engineering prowess and served as a venue for grand spectacles that entertained and unified its people. Roman law, codified and applied across provinces, became a cornerstone of governance and influenced legal systems worldwide. Despite its achievements, the empire faced growing challenges. The death of Marcus Aurelius in 180 CE marked the end of the Pax Romana and ushered in a period of instability. His son Commodus was an ineffective leader, and his reign highlighted the dangers of hereditary succession. The 3rd century saw a crisis of frequent emperor changes, external invasions, economic inflation, and internal rebellions. Then came reformers. Diocletian, rising in 284 CE, divided the empire into east and west, believing smaller, manageable realms could stave off collapse. Constantine the Great later reunited the empire and shifted its center to Byzantium, renaming it Constantinople. He also embraced Christianity, which would come to define the Roman world. But even these changes could not halt the tide. By the 5th century, the Western Roman Empire faced relentless assaults. The Huns, led by Attila, pushed Germanic tribes like the Visigoths and Vandals into Roman territory. In 410 CE, the Visigoths sacked Rome, a humiliation unimaginable in its glory days. The Vandals followed in 455 CE, leaving the once mighty city a shadow of its former self. Economically drained and militarily weakened, the Western Empire could no longer sustain itself. In 476 CE, the Germanic leader Odoacer deposed Romulus Augustulus, the last Roman emperor in the West. The empire that had ruled for centuries was no more. In the East, the Byzantine Empire carried on Rome's legacy for nearly 1,000 years, preserving its laws, culture, and Christian faith. But the fall of the West marked the end of an era. The city of Rome, once the heart of the greatest empire the world had ever known, became a relic of its former glory.